Hi, thanks for joining me. Let's dive in and begin in tabletop position. Begin to stack your shoulders over your wrists. Bring your palms flat onto the mat with your fingers spread wide and have your index fingers facing forward. We're then going to take the knees hip distance apart and tuck the toes under so that you're pressing the balls of your feet towards the floor. A few rounds of cat and cow. Begin by inhaling to lift your tailbone and sternum, and then exhaling to round the back. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone, and exhale, round the back, dropping your head. A few more times, just like that, starting to warm up the muscles of your back, your shoulders and tailbone, and your shoulders and your hips. One more round. And then come into a neutral position. Press the floor away with both hands so that you're lifting out of your shoulders. And we're going to walk the knees together so that the knees are touching or close to touching. We just want them in the midline. Shift your weight into your left knee and take your right knee out to the side for some big circles, keeping your knee bent. Aim for 5 circles in each direction, keeping your torso nice and still by activating your core muscles. We can do this by pulling our navel up towards the spine, drawing your rib cage back towards your spine so everything in that midline is hugging in. Good. We're going to let that right knee drop down to the floor. Bring your left hand to the mat just under your nose or your chin. And then take your right arm out for 5 big circles, drawing these circles as close to your body as you comfortably can and pushing the floor away with your left hand. 5 circles the other way. And then switch. Try to keep both of your shoulders facing down towards the mat to the best of your ability. This is going to encourage more movement in the shoulder than in the upper back. Good. Now we're going to bring our left foot forward. So you might take your left foot forward to the outside of your left hand and start to shift your hips forward and then shift your hips backwards, bringing your legs straight or straight-ish. Now, if the floor feels very far away and you have a very deep bend in your knee when you want to have it straight or straightened, this is a great place to place a block under your hands, which will then elevate your upper body and give you a little bit more space. Let's take 3 more repetitions here. Good. After your 3rd repetition, we're drawing the left knee back in line with the right, and we're bringing the right foot forward outside of the right hand. Use your hands to move the leg up if you would like, and we'll take 5 passes here. Inhaling to drop the hips forward, exhaling to send the hips back. Inhaling to bend the front knee, exhaling to straighten the front knee. 3 more times. And it's completely okay if your front leg doesn't straighten all the way. No worries. Good. Now let's take that right knee back. We're going to tuck the toes under and squeeze your legs in towards the midline of your body. Now start to walk your weight back. so that you're sitting onto your heels. Now, if you can sit all the way onto your heels and that's comfortable, cool, do that. But if it feels a little bit better to have a little weight in your hands so that you can ease and control the pressure in your feet, that's a good option too. Take a few breaths here. You got it. One more full breath cycle. And then untuck the toes so that the shoelace side of your foot is facing down, and come back to sit on the heels. Again, you can have your hands down if that feels better. Give yourself one more full breath. And release. Good. We're now going to come down onto the abdomen. So you can walk your knees back and lower your belly to the floor. We want to start off by taking both of our hands back by our sides with our palms facing down. And let your forehead rest on the floor. As you inhale, lift the head and chest, pressing your feet and toes into the mat. And then as you exhale, lower the forehead down. Inhale, lift the head and the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and exhale, press the forehead down. Twice more. Good. Bring your hands to either side of your rib cage. Press yourself back up into tabletop, and we'll transition into child's pose, our final pose. Bringing your knees wide, letting your big toes touch behind you. Sit back onto the heels. If that doesn't feel good on your legs or any of your joints, put a prop under your seat, like a blanket or a block, and that's going to elevate your seat a little bit. It may feel better. We're then going to walk both of our hands forward, straightening the elbows and lowering our forehead to or towards the mat. We'll take a few breaths in child's pose. Inhale to come up into tabletop. Transition your way back into a comfortable seat. And then let your hands rest on your knees or your thighs once again. Allow your eyes to close and give yourself 3 deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Final time. Blink open your eyes and give yourself a big hug for taking just a few moments to help yourself feel better in your body today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being a part of Wait a Minute Clinic. I'm Erica Rascon. Take care.